Hi, my name is Bob Catardo. I'm the Township Chairman from the Wakanda Republican Organization, and I was asked to read off some numbers and explain what went on in the 2010 primaries in Wakanda. So I'm going to just get right into it. We're going to start with the governor's race. In 2010, our organization endorsed Bill Brady for governor. We were the only township in the area to do that. All the other township organizations stayed neutral in the governor's race. I'm just going to go over and talk about how that worked out. Also, we'll discuss the lieutenant governor's race, where again we were the only organization in our area to endorse Jason Plummer. And we'll also talk about the controller's race, where we were the only organization to endorse William Kelly. And for starters, what we did in the race, we called people up on the phone for Brady to urge them to vote for Brady, that we had endorsed him. And in 5 of our precincts, we were able to get enough literature from downstate. The Brady campaign was completely based on a downstate win the election campaign to cover 5 of our 15 precincts. And those we went door to door and knocked on doors asking people to vote for Bill Brady because he was the most conservative candidate. These were the results. In Avon Township, Mr. Brady got 7% of the vote. Cuba Township, 3% of the vote. Elah Township, 5% of the vote. Fremont, 5. Grant, 8. Lake Villa, 7. And Wakanda, 15. In our going over our actual precincts, where you've seen where we had the literature, where someone could actually knock on the door and give them a reason to vote for Bill Brady, our results were in 480, 24%, in 351, 26%, in 347, 18%, in 345, 18%, and in 344, 15%, seeing a tremendous differential than the 5-6% that he was getting in most areas. And this is just specifically because we didn't get literature in the other 10 precincts. But the phone calling still made a difference, with people passing on a piece of paper saying we endorsed him, but with no reason on it. We were still getting 9% in 479, 10% in 458, 13 in 353, 5% unfortunately in 354, 8 in 349, 10 in 350, going up the list. This does make a difference when you get up there and you urge someone to vote for somebody. In the next race, Jason Plummer was our endorsed candidate, and here's how he did in the general area. He got 27% in Avon, 20 in Cuba, 26% in Elah, 25 in Fremont, 31 in Grant, 28 in Lake Villa, and 37% in Wakanda. We did campaign was a little different for Mr. Plummer. He got the phone calls because we called for Brady and Plummer our gubernatorial ticket, but he gave us literature. So we had literature in all 15 precincts, and we were able to support him. Also, he came out and talked to my precinct captains, and they were very excited about him. He's a very consequential candidate, and here's the results that we showed going up and down the level. 34%, 343, 344, 38%, 345, 40%, 38% in 346, 33% in 347, 46% in 348. A young woman who's doing that was very excited about the candidate. 349, we had 43% in 350, 40, 351, 37, 352, 37, 353, 26, 354, 29, 458, 31, 479, 32, and then in probably our best precinct for him, we got 45% of the vote. This is a gentleman who went through the precinct twice. He was very excited about the entire ticket, and his 24 and 45 shows that. He also was a guy that went and got the Brady literature, because we had to go get the literature. They couldn't get it out to us because of their lack of organization. So the pushing on candidates does make a real difference. We're talking a 9% difference in this election from you being out there talking. And when we say 9%, we're saying if you're at 32% and you end up at 41, you will call it 18% on the TV or something like that. That's the spread you can create. Our last race was for a very weak candidate that we endorsed. He had only one other township in the entire state endorse him. But we did endorse him, and I'm just going to go over the numbers he got in other areas and then what we were able to do for him. Mr. Kelly got 24% in Avon, 17 in Cuba, 23 in Elah, 23 in Fremont, 25 in Grant, 24 in Lake Villa, and 27 by us in Wakanda. Again, he didn't have enough literature to go around. When, say, someone is not doing well, he couldn't afford to print enough literature. It was just a small postcard. The results that we got him in some of our precincts where we had the literature, he was as high as 35% and 344 and 346, where I personally passed it out. He got 36% of the vote, 32% in 352, 33% in 480. Those are about the only places we had a full coverage of literature for him. And again, the jump off is quite high. Again, the smaller the race, the more having literature and you talking to a person is effective, because really no one ever heard of Dodge either, and anyone who wanted to vote against Topinka, this was a race between the three of them, was going to go whomever they were basically informed of was an opponent of hers. So this is a valuable thing for you to do. I'm going to go past that now and talk a little bit about a general election campaign in 2008. In 2008, and compare it to 2006. 2006, Dave McSweeney was the Republican candidate in the 8th Congressional District. He spent $7 million. He ran TV commercials. He had a number of mailings. He had signs all over the place, and a pretty good organization. His only problem was 2006, and no matter what you do, you weren't going to win. He got 45% of the vote in the three-way race. In 2008, Steve Greenberg ran. Steve Greenberg had little or no money, had one flyer, no commercials of any type, very pro-organization because he couldn't afford to hire people to run it, and he got 38% of the vote. In my precinct in 352, as much as anything for an experiment, because I was certainly aware we weren't going to win the congressional race, I went out and knocked on the doors twice, called everybody up 3 times. I ID'd Republican voters as good as you humanly can. I had a view of 70% of the voters how they were going to vote in this election. Called everybody up on a get out the vote effort on election day. We actually increased from 51 to 53% our totals for the congressional race, which is a 9%, 18% total swing. If you go out and you perform and use that type of a methodology of integrating phone calls and knocking on doors, and then use a get out the vote effort on election day, you can make a tremendous difference, and I certainly hope you will.